Eagle, proud symbol of our country, keep on flying high up above, and together we will stand and we'll restore the land. Oh, Eagle, keep on flying, Eagle.
Hi, welcome in to listen to the Eagle. Burdock Caruth, your host. You know, Paul Lott started Listen to the Eagle over 20 years ago for the Mississippi hunter and fisherman to have a voice statewide across this great state of Mississippi. This month of July, we're going to celebrate the best of Paul Lott and Listen to the Eagle. Hope you enjoy these great segments through the years.
Welcome to Listen to the Eagle live in Jackson, Mississippi at the beautiful Mississippi Farm Bureau Federation building in the Reeves Meadow studio. The toll-free number here tonight, y'all, anywhere in the sound of our voice is toll-free 1-800-251-5891 or pound 444. If you're a ceasefire customer inspired, you can tweet us or whatever you want to call it. Paul Lott at Eagle, Eagle at Paul Lott, or whatever it is. Well, we got the Bow Hunters Association. Before we start talking to them, though, I want to say hi to my nurse down at oncologist where we're fighting this multiple myeloma. Angela will be running 100 miles this Wednesday down in Louisiana. So, Angela, we're pulling for you. She's 49. When she finishes, she'll be 50. So I hope you're with us next week. That's Angela. All right. So, Bert, we got the Bow Hunters Association, and we'll be getting some callers tonight. But, boys, the Bow Hunters Association is a wonderful organization. And I want you're talking to the whole state of Mississippi. So, Brad, I'll let you go ahead and start.
All right. Well, Mississippi Bow Hunters Association, we're a statewide organization. We started in 1972. We've operated continuously since that point. We're an advocate for the bow hunters for the state. We fight for with the legislature, working on seasons, making sure we're protecting the bow hunters' interest within the state.
Y'all a member of the Mississippi Wildlife Federation?
Yes, sir.
Y'all are affiliated with that?
We are. We are an affiliate member with the Mississippi Wildlife Federation.
Tell me the difference between, I'm sure that Robert Daly is driving up towards Memphis listening, wanting to have some fun. The difference in traditional and what y'all are. I mean, there is a difference, right?
Yes, sir. Traditional archers typically shoot bows without training wheels, as he would say. As he would say. I mean, Mississippi bow hunters, we have both. We have traditional archers as well as compound archers. But the main difference is the traditional bows, they shoot either recurve or longbow type setups, and we shoot compounds for the most part.
To tell the truth, what is about the average distance that you should shoot a deer with a bow and arrow?
I like them about 12 to 16 yards. Anything.
That's what makes it fun, Mr. Paul, is keeping them close.
Getting them close. I would say inside 40 yards is most bow hunters feel fairly comfortable. 30 is probably better.
I guess the other thing too is technology has changed so much.
Oh yeah, but the sights, sights on the bow. I'm glad the engines didn't have them.
Yep. Yeah, they'd have won, wouldn't they, Mr. Paul?
Oh, I'm telling you the truth right now. they would have flat won. Well, it's a great organization, and y'all want to talk about. Now I know you don't have the date for your banquet, but you're trying to sort of rebuild, aren't you?
Yes, sir. We've been through, the last several years, a period of just, it's hard to find people that are really engaged and want to get involved in organizations. So we've got a good group of guys now that are really active and working hard to try to rebuild the organization. And last year we had a great banquet in Cleveland, Mississippi. Had Tim Wells come and speak and did an outstanding job. Had a great level of participation in that. So we're really looking forward to this next one.
We're all over the state now. Y'all in 82 counties, or you're pretty much statewide?
We are statewide. I don't know for sure that we have a member in every county, but I would be surprised if we didn't.
Well, now y'all are a state organization. Do you have any affiliates of your own, like a Yazoo City affiliate of the bow hunters, or that hadn't got that big yet?
We don't. Yeah, we're not set up like that. And we've got some organizations. I mean, we work with the Yazoo Bow Hunters Association relatively closely.
Lots of the archery clubs are good supporters of the organization. And
now these two boys right over here came out. How'd y'all come out? Fourth and third. Now the Game and Fish, they've been having these things in schools.
Right, the Archery in Schools program.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an awesome program.
Yeah,
really
now,
is.
Is that compound or is that traditional?
That is compound. They shoot the Genesis bows, and for the last several years, we've had a NBA benefit shoot where we work with having a fundraiser for the Mississippi Archery in Schools program.
You know, real quick, actually, one of my dear friends, David Miller, Paul, he is. And I can get anybody to contact that wants this, but he actually creates accessories for the bad boy buggies and anything you got like that for your gun racks or your carrying baskets. He does all that, and he's at all these shows. He's a big time hunter. He actually showed me a picture from his game camera of a deer, and if you look at it close, there's actually an arrow that I guess had skimmed the very back part of the deer's neck and was stuck in there, and it was staring at the game camera, and it had an arrow, right behind his back. I mean, it was amazing. So
You ever seen something like that?
I've seen a few trail cameras like that. Not something you really want to see, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in Arizona elk hunting, and we got a picture of an elk with an arrow stuck
So it
in.
doesn't. So what does it do? Just farm a thing around?
It
it?
will, yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'll eventually break it off or pull it out, one of the two, and
Yeah.
it'll callus over.
Yeah. Well,
Usually.
Tell me, do y'all hunt something besides deer with these bows?
we hunt deer, elk, bear.
Anything little?
Uh,
Bear.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna bring up Debbie in a minute. She killed a bear.
Yeah,
She killed a bear.
She killed a bear this spring.
Man with a bow and arrow. Now tell me what y'all think about the crossbows. Now tell the truth. I don't care.
To tell the truth, I don't care. Well, I think, we really kind of have taken a stance that, what we're about is promoting archery and bow hunting. That's what the organization is about. And so we're not opposed to crossbows or rifles or shotguns or slingshots. We want people to promote themselves towards bow hunting, and we're really excited about that because the crossbow guys are probably the most likely guys to become archers.
Really?
And it's a natural progression. A guy goes and crossbow hunts for a while, and if he's able to draw a compound bow, then it's real likely that he could become an archery hunter. So
What do you think gets these young kids I'm over here looking at interested in bow hunting? The parents, or do they just?
I think it's the challenge. I think it's another level of difficulty, and I think we could all agree to that. And I think in most all of them's case, there was somebody at some point that took an interest in them and could help them along, because you don't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to bow hunt.
A level of difficulty, and I try to go around that difficulty.
Yeah, some people do.
Like a high-powered rifle. Still. So you can call in and talk if you like. It's toll-free, y'all, 1-800-251-5891. Pound 444 if you're a C-Spire customer inspired. And we will take your calls. And we're promoting bow hunting in the state of Mississippi. And where are you, Robert Daly? You driving to Memphis, ain't said a word. We'll be right back. Y'all don't go away.
Plant a tree and watch it grow. Plant a tree and watch it grow. Time may come and time may go, but that tree will grow and grow. Trees are your cradle when you're born. Trees are the plow that tills the corn. The threshold over which to carry your bride. The table where she sits by your side. Trees are the bed in which you lie. They are the coffins when you die. Plant a tree and watch it grow. Plant a tree and watch it grow.
This is Paul Ott, inviting you to join with the American Forestry Association and plant a tree.
Welcome back to Listen to Eagle Live in Jackson, Mississippi, in the Reed's Metal Studio in the beautiful Mississippi Farm Bureau Federation building. If I'm hoarse, it's because I'm hoarse. 1-800-251-5891 if you want to call in now. Brad Martin, president of the MBA, Mississippi Board Association. You have Deb here by the same last name, so I'm assuming you're akin to her.
Yeah, she's my better half, without a doubt. She puts up with me all the time.
Taught you everything you know.
Absolutely
Now,
everything.
what does she do with the bow hunters?
She is our membership coordinator,
Yeah.
and the one that basically keeps us straight.
Yeah. Well, okay, Deb, we're going to have a big show next week about bear hunting.
Oh, wow.
And I want to hear about your bear you got. Tell us all about it from the beginning, how come it to come about and what happened.
Well, we met this couple that was from New Brunswick, Canada.
Yeah.
And they wanted to come here and go alligator hunting with us. So we drew tags that year, so they came and hunted with us. So we went there to bear hunt with them. And Brad hunted by himself. I would not. I made the guide sit with me, Miss Lisa. She sat with me. I was scared if a bear was to try to get up a tree with me, I wouldn't be able to draw my bow back. So I wanted somebody with a gun or some bear spray, something to help me.
Back up. I'll back up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you didn't need it.
No
What's
backup.
happened? Was the
No
bear
backup needed.
Did the bear start climbing a tree? After?
No, it did not. I didn't let him get that close.
You did.
He got within about 20 yards and
Well,
he didn't make it.
my son went up to Canada and was bear hunting, and he said the bear came up, and he said, I realized I was not the top of the chain for you.
No.
Yeah, with the bear. So where did you shoot the bear? Where did you?
Oh, right behind the shoulder, right back here.
One shot?
One shot.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So do you eat bear?
Yes, sir. It was very good.
It was delicious.
No
Yes,
joke,
sir.
no joke.
Surprised me. I was a little hesitant to try it,
Yeah.
and that was without a doubt the best wild game I've ever put in my mouth.
Well, I want to tell you something. I don't know about with the bow and arrow, but here I go telling another true story that most folks don't believe. But I was hunting with a Model 12 shotgun. It holds 7, a Winchester Model 12.
Yes, sir.
And I was coming out of this thing, and here comes them little baby pigs. I said, well, they're so cute, little baby pigs. Well, right behind them comes a big mama pig right after me, and I looked as far as I could see, no trees.
That's a problem.
And I could run pretty fast. I said, okay, now I'm fixing to see what it's like for these big game hunters. And boy, she was coming, and I was shooting, and I could see that double-aught buckshot bouncing off of that tough skin. And on the 7th shot, I got her. Now, I want to tell you something. Can you kill a hog with a bow and arrow?
Absolutely.
Have you done it?
Yes, sir. I have.
Well, you need to kill a bunch of them. Because they
Not
are
nearly
able-
enough, but I have killed them.
I believe you can hunt them year round, can't
Yep,
you? In
can
Mississippi,
You can hunt
yes,
them
sir.
year round with a bow.
We had a fellow to call in the other day, said, how much for a night license? Now, bow hunting at night, I don't know. Bows don't have lights.
No, sir.
No, sir.
They make a few that a light you can screw in the stabilizer, but
Yeah, for predators.
yes, sir.
Well, I see now where the state is zeroing in on the predators. Undoubtedly, Mississippi has really got a lot of predators right now. But we had a question we needed to ask her. She told us what it was. What was it?
About what she does as a membership coordinator for Mississippi Bow Hunters.
Well, we when someone wants to join, they go to our website and they join, or they join at our local banquet when we have it. Sometimes at tournaments we'll have them and they'll join there.
What is your website?
www.mississippibowhunters.com.
Yeah, you know, I never knew just whether it'd be like them. You actually say www.com. So that's the best way to do it. What's the membership?
For a 1-year membership is $30. For a 2-year membership is $50. For a lifetime membership is $300. And then you have associates, and we're working on some different pricings and stuff for the future. So don't hold us to that. It may change.
What do you get for that? Magazines and things?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're revamping our magazine for this year. We have a very good editor, Miss Jennifer Gray. She has been working with us. She is wonderful. She's done all the newsletters and things like that. So
You'll
we
have
really,
a decal?
yes, sir.
Mississippi
And
Bow.
certain packages you get shirts and hats and license plates. It just depends on what package that you
Now
get.
tell us about the bows. Let's plug the folks right here. Here's your bow right here.
Well, this is
in
a
the front. Tell us about how you never pay for a bow. You got to be good.
I don't know about all that. This is a tournament setup. This bow is I shoot for the outdoor group, which has Elite Archery as part of their companies that they own. They own Scott releases, CBE sites, different things like that. But this is my last year's setup. My new setup for this year is not in yet, but this is a Energy 35. It's a 35-inch from axle to axle bow. So the longer axle to axle is better for tournaments because it makes you shoot. You can hold them a little bit more steady.
Okay. Now, did you get him started, or did he get you
He
started?
definitely got me started.
You did?
I
How
bet
did
he
you
would.
do it?
I bet he regrets it too.
No, not at all.
Take a girl hunting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we have Scott releases CBE sights, elite bows, limb savers for our big long stabilizers that helps us hold our bows steady.
Yeah. You ought to see how steady I can hold one.
We Mississippi Bow Hunters is a great organization. They help a lot with a lot of things with children. They do Camp Rainbow,
What's Camp Rainbow?
Camp Rainbow is where they go and they help teach children how to shoot archery that are terminally ill, cancer, or in remission. It's a wonderful camp. Even if you don't know anybody, just to volunteer and watch those kids do something they've never done before. The last one was in
It was in Utica.
Utica.
In Utica,
See, I don't know the name.
In Utica, Mississippi. Well, and your banquet's going to be, you don't know when, but you know where.
It's going to be in Brandon, Mississippi. We fairly certain it's going to be August the 12th.
Yeah.
We're still working on speakers. If anybody out there has a connection to a really good speaker, one of the
That's me if I'm in remission. If I'm in remission, I will be there. But I was saying, let's see, what kind of song? I could write a song about it, I guess. We got one called Old Blue, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now, you ever hear of anybody deer hunting in front of dogs?
Yes, sir.
Well, absolutely.
Totally. I grew up in Louisiana and we used to run dogs.
Are you from Louisiana?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's before we go to the next break, let's give the Bow Hunters Association. We're going to bring some of these kids up here, and I want y'all to bring them up here with their bows for the next break. And we want to show some of these kids and them getting involved with it, and because we got a show on the third Monday night of every month called Youth in the Outdoors. Mm-hmm. We're trying to get the youth back in the outdoors.
I agree.
Because if we don't, I'm telling you, the game of fish is losing hunting fishing license.
We're in trouble.
They're too much with these computers.
They are our future.
They're shooting deer with computers, and you can't eat venison.
Yeah.
Even if the kids never start hunting again, even archery is something that any kid can do. You don't have to be the tallest, the fastest, the skinniest, the prettiest. It's for everybody.
Well, I tell you what, I'll never forget the first time I ever saw a girl in the woods when I was deer hunting. I didn't think I'd ever see one. I went up there to a tree. And, you know, every now and then, if you got to go, you got to go. And I heard this voice say, I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Oh, that's funny.
I've had some funny things. You know, I ran into a midget one time in the woods. I'm going to have to tell you. He had a little bitty gun. Yeah, a little bitty gun. I thought he was a goblin. I started to shoot him. Always some great things.
I think you're supposed to call them little people.
Yeah. Well, he had a little bitty car, but he had a big wife. 1-800. What about 1-800 Mills? Hey, Mixon, what was that little midget's name? Midget Miles. 1-800. What? My producer's laughing. We'll be right back. But these are true stories.
Okay, I'm out of here.
All right, we're back in the Reese Meadow studio with, with the Bow Hunter Association. And, you know, I really believe what Justin Wilson said. If it ain't no fun, don't do it. So we're having fun tonight. And I got Audrey Cardwell up here, young archer, and Walker Montgomery. And Walker, you're over there with that bow. I want you to make it like you finna shoot somebody there. You're going to scare my TV producer again. But you shoot something right there. Pull that thing back. Look at yonder. Whoa. Now let go of it. No, don't let go. I know one thing. I used to shoot him and I'd let go of that, hit that. You know how it used to hurt? Yeah, okay. So, Walker, how'd you get started?
Well, I remember spending a lot of time seeing my dad shoot his bow and...
Got hung up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you outshoot your dad? Not yet?
Not quite.
What have you shot? Targets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you? Okay, well, tell us, Aubrey, about your bow hunt.
Well, I've hunted for a long time, and a couple years ago I got interested in bow hunting and had a little bit of success here and there, and I've come across Mr. Brian Montgomery and Mississippi Bow Hunters Association, and they have definitely helped me.
Yeah, how old are you?
17.
How about you, baby?
10.
10 and 17. And so, had y'all just soon hunt with a bow as with a gun?
Definitely.
How come? Degree of difficulty. Is that right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, have you ever killed a deer?
With my bow.
With what?
With my bow.
You have?
Mm-mm.
No, with a gun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you?
Yes, sir.
You ever get a buck?
Yes, sir. My first deer with my bow was a buck.
You don't mean to tell me.
Yes, sir.
Well, that is wonderful. Well, we got to get these kids in the out of doors, and the toll-free number here, y'all, if you want to call in, is 1-800-251-5891, pound 444. If you see, yeah, and I'm still getting texts from, yeah, Lanny Mixon, it was a Shorty Miles. You know, I have to tell you, Mills, you're talking about Shorty Mills, that's what we should have called him, but we called him Midget. And he didn't like that, and I didn't know it. But there I was in the woods. It was worse than that girl in the tree. Here I'm standing there waiting for a deer, and somebody touches me, and it's down there on my waist. And I look around, and ain't nobody there, and I don't like ghosts and goblins and things. And I look down, and here's this little midget, and I put my gun, but then he had a little bitty gun. And I said, who are you? He said, I'm Shorty Mills. I said, Shorty, you ought not to be going around punching people in the waist. They can't see you like that. He said, well, I know you. I see you on TV down yonder. And by the way, it was Fred Breland. But Shorty Mills used to check us in, and I never forget there would be a fire going, and he'd be in this little house, and somebody was drunk, and they just splintered that little house with Midget Miles in there, and we had to pick him up and take him somewhere. I don't guess he's still living down there, Mills. But he would have sunk up in that 17 inches of snow, and nobody would have found him, I guarantee you. 1-800-251-5891. We come back with this break. Hey, thank y'all for being here, and I want you to show me some pictures sometimes when you get your first buck, okay? 1-800-251-5891. When we get a lot of country folks up here, they don't say 1-800, they say 1-800-251-5891. We're going to be right back. Welcome back to the last segment of Listen to the Eagle. I've got Clark McKenzie here. Now, Clark, what are you doing here tonight? You like to bow hunt? What's your connection here with Listen to the Eagle, by the way? Who's that?
That is Jim Fox.
Yeah, I tell you, Jim Fox is something else. You stay with him sometime?
All the time.
All the time. I don't blame you. All right, now, tell us how you got started in bow hunting.
I got started with my dad
Yeah.
showing me how to do it.
Yeah. Okay, what about you, Brad?
Well, TV had a big influence on me.
Yeah. Listen to the Eagle. Listen to the Eagle, by the way.
My dad wasn't a hunter, but I grew up and I used to always just rifle hunt, and rifle hunting just was real kind of easy.
Yeah.
So I guess archery was kind of the next step up.
Yeah. How long you been doing it?
I just started this year.
Yeah. What about you, Clark?
I've been doing it for about 2 years.
About 2 years. Where you hunt?
I hunt in West Point, Mississippi.
West Point, Mississippi. What about you, man?
Up in Satarsha.
Up in Satarsha. Well, that's where the deer are. And I tell you right now, in seeing these deer, now what do y'all think about the Mississippi Bow Hunter Association?
I think it's great.
It's a great group. Yeah. I think y'all ought to join.
I think
Go
I
to
might.
the banquet.
Where's
the banquet?
We're
going to try August the 12th. That's pretty close to the extravaganza. Weekend after. Yeah, and the extravaganza will be pretty big. And you've never been to the wildlife extravaganza?
I have
No.
not.
Oh, man, y'all got to go to the wildlife extravaganza. You can't even walk through there. Clark, let's talk about y'all coming in third or fourth in the state. Who put that on and where was it? Tell a little bit about it.
Northwest Rankin High School, they put that on for us.
So tell me about it. You shoot targets,
Yes, sir.
and then they count points.
That,
I think you
yes,
guys
sir.
up to 300.
10. Yeah. You shoot.
That's okay.
Shoot.
We just get in Texas like somebody's got a Black Panther. It's too late for that, Shorty. Go ahead.
You shoot 4 times and you go up to 200.
200 what?
200 points.
Oh, I thought you started 200 feet. I was fixing to say, man, that's a long ways. Well, Clark, I want to tell you and Brady how much I appreciate y'all being here, and I hope you will join the Bow Hunter Association. We get more youth involved, and I want to tell you what a great job Jim Fox does with the show, and look forward to seeing y'all on. For those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. This show was dedicated to the good Lord 23 years ago, y'all. We're going to be here another 23 years. I reckon if the Lord provides. See you next week. Love y'all.